So I've got my pack raft in my pack, got my PFD on my pack, attached, instruct, that's what I'll paddle with, got the stick paddle, four, put that together, and in my pack, I've got the pack raft. So this is the dry bag. And inside, I've got the amazing Blue Duck Packraft. Big cedar summit, big river dry bag, holding it all together. So this is the big Blue Duck. Look at that, beautiful pink and blue. Okay, so inside the pack raft, there's a little extra seat. So I'm just going to clip that in this end and clip that in at the other end, and we've just got to inflate that. So I'll undo it so we can inflate it. The main inflation valve is here, and I've got basically three ways of inflating the pack raft. I've got this little pump, electric pump, and I've also got a hand pump, but I've also got a big airbag. So I'll show you how this part works first. So we basically screw this into here. Probably not the easiest thing to do. Get the bag. Stop screwing again. Angle. Just get a bit of air. Hold it up. And I just get that into the pack raft. There. Hold that up. I reckon it'd probably take about 20 bags full of that to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to show a different alternative method, which is going to be a little bit quicker, is pump. Except I should have taken pump that around, plug that in, and now I'm just pumping it up with an air pump. So just when this starts to labour, I then take this one out, swap it over. What I'm going to do now is just get a bit more air in it. So I can either use my mouth, which will take a very long time, or I can just grab an extra hand pump. Now you can get smaller ones of these as well, but you basically just stick this in. And this is the third type of pump that we can use. Getting there. Okay, that's good. Now this has now got a valve on it where no air comes out, so it's really amazing. This is really firm, and I just plug that back up. I can now do the middle bit here, the electronic pump. Once this part in here is blown up, we then add all the attachments onto the boat. So we got back seats, backrest, and little tiny seats. If I had my team here with me, I'd actually get my team to be doing this while I was blowing up the boat. That one off the hand pump. Okay, so these are the seats and these are the backrests. So I'm going to inflate these. I just unscrew the top part and I blow that up full. I'll show you that inflated in a sec. And then with these backrests, I don't have to straddle the boat, but I've got one in through this back loop. Team, obviously your teammates can be doing all of this stuff while someone's inflating one of the boats or the other boats. And then on this side, same thing. Put that in and we actually get a really good look at what this looks like by putting this into here, and we tighten this one up by putting this little piece here into that piece here. And we tighten that up. Okay, so with the seat post, I'll blow this up and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so now we've got the full Blue Duck Packraft inflated with seats attached. So as we can see here, there are attachments there and attachments there. and the seat fits in so that you're sitting on, there's a whole bottom part, a whole floor, there's a whole seat, and then we've got these attachments for the backrests. Plenty of leg room in the front. This is the valve, we've got that nice and tight. And the other thing that's special about this boat is that there's a sort of got like a ducktail or a dovetail at the back, and just on these two little parts here we can actually connect the boat, another boat to it if we wanted to. I'm just going to turn the boat, flip the boat over for a moment. Just flip it up, and you can see here we've even got a little fin on the back which is just sort of slides in and out. So that's the bottom of the Packraft. Beautiful colours, and this is the Blue Duck Packraft that the Mountain Designs Wild Women are going to be using in Canada for the World Championships. We're just going to go and test it out. Okay, so before I go paddling, my pack with my mandatory gear is going to go into the big dry bag and all of the bits and pieces for the pump, and I've just got to put my paddle together, so we should be ready in a moment. So I'm just going to pop the pack into the back of the boat here, and I can just sort of clip it on somewhere, and I've also got this little toggle that I can connect it to the back of the boat, so this can sit behind the person that's at the back, and there's enough room just in the front here for another pack as well. Okay, so we got the Packraft ready to go, got the paddles, and got my bag just sitting there, just fairly not too secure at the moment. We're just going to go and see if we can get out in the ocean and have a bit of a play. Okay, so we made it out through the ocean. There's a bit of a shore dump, but it's a beautiful day, and I don't know whether Packrafts are made for ocean paddling, but it was too good of a day to sort of not do that. Jan's at the back just paddling away. Hey Jan, there she goes, and we're just paddling away from the shore, and yeah, just testing out the Packraft. Woohoo! Okay, so we've come in from the ocean. Jan's got the dry bag and the paddles, and I don't know whether you can see here, but I've actually got the Packraft on my head, so it's pretty easy to carry. You can see the pink behind me. If I use two hands it's probably a little bit easier, but yeah, that's it, just behind me. So walking up from the ocean, I'm going to get up to the grass and then see how we go with packing it again. Okay, so now I'm just going to deflate the Packraft. So big valve here we just undo, and then this one here, big valve. As soon as that starts to go out, just to do this quickly, just roll it. Take the fin out. Like so. Just unhook it. And while the air's coming out of the boat, so far I've kept the floor inside.
Where's he coming to have a look?
Okay, so I got all the air out. So now I just roll it back out quickly. Fold half in, fold the other half in, keep the valve open. Just try and make it as smooth as I can. Just roll up the little tails. Try and keep that nice and tight. Just lost a bit there, so I'm just going to pull that back in. Top end to get all the air out, fold it this way. Then I put the cap on. So you don't want it to fill up with air again. I haven't got all the air out here. I've actually got to just open it up again. Hold that really tight. Just get all that air out. Now I get my big strap. That around. I'll pull this as tight as I possibly can. Pop this into my... Look, I don't have to use the dry bag if I don't want, but for now I will. Put those bits in later. Okay, take everything out of my pack. Shove that in. And then I just get all these bits, roll them in, and then just shove them down the side. All the straps. And again with these, when you let them out, and you let the air out, you've got to get all the air out, and you've got to tie that off, otherwise it'll fill up with air again. So again, just shove that in. Roll it. Tighten that off so it doesn't get filled with air again. Slide that in the pack, and then I've got to make sure I get all the bits and pieces, throw them inside. I use that from the PFD. Just roll it up, clip it, and get the pack. This one's a bit hard to clip up. Put that up. Put one half of my paddle in here as I did before, other half in here, and I'm just going to show you how I attach my PFD to this pack. basically get this strap and I hook that through the back of here. As well as through the top of the pack. Tighten that up. So the pack sort of sits up top. Clip this together. And then there's a big, I can bring this strap through here if I want. But for now I just get this big, there's a strap from there. And I'll just clip that one up. And tighten it. So I have my PFD sitting on the back. Lift it up. Ready to go.